Peace and love, you beautiful miracles of spiritual level of being. Nathan here from a spiritual level of being, and you have a spiritual level of being. And today we're going to be discussing the meaning of Jesus walking on the water. Now, in the Bible, we have 3 different accounts of this. They are all different. They are in Matthew, Mark, and John. There is no account of Jesus walking on water in Luke, suggesting the author of Luke didn't know about it. Now, you're going to love this documentary. This video, what we're making, we're going to be diving in so deep. Now, no one else is going to have a video like this. This is going to be very unique for this channel, until someone copies it. Now, don't mind if they do either. So, in the story of Matthew, the disciples see Jesus walking on the water. They're all scared. They think he's a ghost, and they eventually have a bit of courage, and Peter walks towards Jesus as Jesus grants a miracle, allows Peter to walk on water, though he takes his eyes off of Jesus and he sinks, so Jesus saves his life. This is suggesting that though Peter took his eyes off of Jesus, this symbolically means that though you take your eyes off of God, God will not take his eyes off of you. Now, in Mark, Jesus walks on the water and settles the waves and storms, and he hops on a boat with his disciples. And in the story of John, the disciples are rowing their boat away from the storm, and they see Jesus walking on the water. They're afraid, and Jesus gets in the boat, and they immediately reach their destination. So we have different accounts here. Now, the story of Jesus walking on the water, this also symbolizes the sun's lights, the sun's rays on the water, appearing like the sun is walking on the water. Now, our ancient ancestors revered the sun. They worshipped it, as they also seen it as giving us warmth in the cold days. And it also was a way of protecting us from predators, growing our crops. Now, the Egyptians really loved the idea of the sun, as the god Horus means sun. They had the sun god Ra, or the sun disk version in Artanism, as Artan is an older aspect of Ra. Now, Horus, which represents the light, and Set represents darkness. So the battle of good and evil, duality. Every day the sun rises, Horus is victorious. When it descends and it becomes dark, Set is victorious. Now, Horus was also born on the 25th of December, which is when they try to say Jesus was born, which he actually wasn't. And the reason why they're connected is to make it into sun god worship, as the Romans want to control their religion. Now, behind Jesus' pictures, you always see a sun cross representing the zodiac. Now, I'm going to read something as well. This is in John 9:4-5. Okay. As long as it is day, we must keep on doing the work of him who sent me. Night is coming when no one can work. So this represents the sun and darkness. So the sun, the light, and night, darkness. Now, there's also a Gnostic passage here in 2 Corinthians 4:3-7. So 4.3-7. Now check this out. This is awesome. This is in the 2 Corinthians 4:4, well, at the moment. They do not believe because their minds have been kept in the dark by the evil god of this world. He keeps them from seeing the light shining on them, the light that comes from the good news about the glory of Christ, who is the exact likeness of God. For it is not ourselves that we preach. We preach Jesus Christ as Lord, and ourselves as your servants for Jesus' sake. The God who said, "Out of darkness the light shall shine," is the same God who made his light shine in our hearts to bring us the knowledge of God's glory shining in the face of Christ. Now, in some Bibles, they've changed this passage, especially in the Good News Bibles, the newer editions, the new international versions, says, I don't want you to see this. So this is an old Gnostic passage that's somewhat sort of been changed, but they can't change everything. So right here is showing duality. So Jesus not worshipping Yahweh, Yahweh being this darkness, and the true God being the light. Now let's read Mark 13 to 26. Okay. Then the Son of Man will appear, coming in the clouds, with great power and glory. So here, being reference to the sun. So we have esoteric meanings here, also the light within you. So God being all life, that you carry within you the light. So this is the true esoteric meaning of Jesus walking on the water, symbolising the sun. So peace and love everyone, I love you all. Connect to one mind and soul. Namaste.